Hey, Brian from Garage Hall. Today I have this new baby and pet gate. We have two dogs and we have a grandson who is in crawling age, so this is going to come in handy. So let's open the box up, see what we get inside. And first is a smaller box, depending on which end you open it. And you're going to get these two latch hooks that you hook the gate onto. And it's a pretty ingenious design, and I'll show you in a minute. It actually has angles from both sides. So you can put basically two different screws. So one like for the trim and then one into the wall itself. And then you have the two gate latches, so it is removable, but these brackets go up against your wall. And then you have the top one and the bottom. I think that's it, the top and the bottom one. Then you get a bag of screws. And these little plastic pieces are for drywall anchors, and I'll show you how to basically, we're going to be screwing into wood since I have a wood paneled room, but if you have drywall you would basically drill a hole, a pilot hole to put these in, and then I'll show you how to size that properly. And then that's everything that's in that box. Then you get your instructions, and I'll kind of show you your installation steps, front and back. So that is that, and it has your manufacturer's warranty card, and then the gate itself. And it does come in two different colors. You can get black or white, and we opted to get the black. You'll see why. We have a darker wood that we're going to be mounting this on, and it has arrows to show you this side up. It's kind of like embossed in a plastic, so you'll be able to see that. But basically, and it has a lock on top. Easier if I have it down this way instead of trying to reach up high. But you pull that lock up, and then it extends out. Then it'll lock into place, and then you can basically size it to whatever size room that you need. And I have a double French glass door, so it's a very wide area. So you can make this for a single doorway or like a double-sided door. Anyway, let's go into that side, and we'll be right
so
back.
this is the span that we're actually going to go across. So it's two double doors,
And the orientation of these, so this is going to be your top. Should be a decal on top to kind of show you how to operate the lock mechanism on this. But basically you are going to put these on, slide this up, and there's a little locking tab underneath there. And then on this one it's embossed. It says upwards on one side, downwards on the other. So take the upward side and you're going to slide this into place here. And this does slide up and down, just to give you a kind of an idea. I'm taking the end of the box lid, and I'll show you why. I'm going to basically put it underneath here, so it kind of floats right above the floor, so it's not sitting on the floor exactly. And then I'm using a center punch, not included, but pretty cool if you have one. Or you can just basically kind of like use a pencil to make a mark, or push the screw in one of the holes to make a mark there. So what I'm doing is I'm placing this on the floor. That will give me kind of like the gap that I need to float above the floor. And then I am basically setting this like this. And that rests on the floor. And then see how the cardboard piece will give you a little bit of separation. And then basically what you're doing is you're taking your center hole punch, or you can take a regular screw. And then basically I'm making a hole here. And then this I'm going to have to move out of the way. And this would work for drywall as well. And then we come down here. We'll make that mark here. Then on this side. Okay, and that will make our two marks. And then we're taking this piece, we're sliding that out. And we're sliding the base piece out as well. And just put these off to the side. Then you're taking our... I'm using a drill, and I'm using a small drill bit. Basically, kind of what you're looking for is if you're drilling into wood, you want to make a pilot hole. So see how that's screwed depending on the angle. is a lot smaller than, or the screw is a lot bigger than a drill bit, so you want as small as possible. And then the same thing would be for these. You would want a drill bit that is just slightly smaller than the actual width of your drywall anchors. And that's Esma, if you can see her. And then we are looking for our pilot holes, which are the ones right here. There are pilot holes right here. Bottom one. Then the one on the other side. And I have to reline it up because I don't see where the hole actually is. Then we'll put our brackets into place. Swap out our drill bit. And ideally you want a screw head where that's going to fit right in nice and snug. And then if you have one of these, it's a centering thing for your drill. Very helpful. And then we're going to put our top bracket first. I believe that's the hole right there. Torque setting set down, so we're gonna retorque that up. And we'll just get the next screw started. Make it snug to the wall. Okay, that's good. And then again, remember this bracket has an orientation to it, so make sure it says upwards. And it's going to go right there. I'm just going to start this one by hand since it's a kind of tough angle. And that screw holes right there. Okay, so then here what we're doing is we're sliding this piece up. We're going to kind of line it up at the bottom. And then we're going to lift up on this. And then we're going to basically snap that down into place. Alright, so that slides down, push down on that so that locks in, and then we are good to stretch across and make sure that that tab is locked in and secure. And if you ever have to move this out again, you basically just push up on the tab. So pull this over. And what we are looking for is we're looking for kind of a matchup over here. So you can see about the height of the bottom matches up with the trim that's over on that side. So we are going to be looking to mount our hinge here. And we're going to mount it this way because this is how the trim piece sits. So we're just going to kind of like hook it in there. I'm just going to hold it at height. And then we're going to be looking for probably right about there. Okay. All right, so you're going to put your hole punch here on the other side. All right, so you got all your holes. So we're going to pre-drill. And again, we're going to be doing this with any drywall or wood surface. Then we're going to take our anchor. And we're going to mount on the side first. Just get that kind of started. And on the trim, if you notice, I kind of did it at a little bit of an angle going in, so not to split the wood, especially with drilling. Then this one we can put up here. Okay, so that locks that corner in place. Then we'll put this bottom one in. So that hook's nice and stable. And we have the bottom one. Let's measure up that one. And we have a hook point established there. So basically, we're going to line this up the same way. So that's right there. Hole punch. Okay. Switch back to our drill. Drill pilot holes. And we get our screws out. Switch back to our screw tip. And we'll go for this one first. Kind of help line everybody up. And then there we go. We are all installed. And you can lift up on this, make sure it's taut and locked in place. So on this part, you have a lock mechanism on here, just to kind of point it out. So this up makes it loose. That will make it lock. So up, and that will make you be able to pull it across. And then we just hook it onto the hooks. And then just make sure it springs back into place to make it taut. And then again, you're locking it by letting it fall back down, so now it's locked. So if they're pushing against it, it's not going to give. If you didn't lock it, it would give. So again, it's a nice lock. We have a active participant ready to check and try it out. What do you think, Aiden? Yeah. And we'll keep your pets safe as well. Anyway, Brian, Aiden, Sophie, and Sadie's hiding over there. Anyway, be safe out there.